Tristan Mayer's POV. Do it, man, Vigo growls in my mind, making me lose my focus. Since I started to flirt with the idea of making Zoey my surrogate, he's acting like a desperate. How the hell am I going to handle this mess? It's been only one day since she made that grand entrance in my office, ruining my inner balance, and here I am today waiting for her. This is not right at all. This is why I commanded her to stay away from me. Inner balance, my ass! I hear Vigo mocking me. You are like a walking dead for years, feeling nothing. Your so-called inner balance is something so damned discompassionately macabre, as if you are leading the pack without the slightest regard for our pack members' lives. Firstly, remember why the hell we need a pup, and I would want to contradict him, but here he is right. Everyone who knows me is describing me as a cruel and arrogant alpha. So what? I have a history able to justify my actions. I lost everything in this life, and I was forced to become an alpha at an early age. I should have enjoyed my parents' company, and yet here I am. I raised my sister. I took care of my pack, and I did it outstandingly until one day they started to talk about me, about not having a mate at my age. I am 24 right now, almost 25. I can't tell them that I have a Luna, and I don't want her, but I am holding her somewhere until she will be useful. And that reminds me to command those who watch the show between Zoey and Mason to keep their mouths closed. I ignored their questions and proved to them how strong I am until this mad idea about having a pup came into my mind. She was never an option, but again, here I am, asking her to be my surrogate. I am watching her reading the contract. I am really doing it, and I observe her every single reaction. The way she frowns, the way she bites her lips, and most of all, the way she prepares herself to curse me. Yeah, she is going to do it. That's for certain. A child conceived through the process of in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer, and she looks at me in shock. What the hell is this? And I am ready to explain to her when I see her refraining from smiling. She is happy with this contract clause, and even if it is my rule, I feel offended. She is happy because I am not going to touch her. Change that rule, Vigo commands me. Any pup of mine will be naturally conceived, he tells me. I am not going to the hospital and milk myself when I am perfectly able to make my own fated mate pregnant. I can barely breathe around her with her intoxicating scent. Mating with her is out of the question. But I am not going to let her enjoy this moment, so watching her with disgust, I say, I am not fucking you. And that's the reaction I was looking for. Her face almost fell on the floor. She is a fucking open book right now. Shut up, Tristan Mayer. Vigo growls at me, and he tries to take control, but I push him in the back of my mind, blocking him completely. I focus and ignore the fact that she is affecting me right now. So I say something that I am sure will hurt her, or her wolf at least. You are delusional if you think that I am touching you. You disgust me. With any other woman, the pup would have been conceived naturally, but you are not worthy. I say with disgust. So you will carry my pup using an IVF procedure. There is a little glow in her dark brown eyes. I know why. Her wolf is fighting for control. I am expecting for her to become sad. I don't know why, but I want to see that she is affected because of what I said. But no. She looks back at the contract she is holding in her hands and starts to read again. I am not sure what she is reading right now. There is a lot in the contract. For those 500K, she will have a lot of restrictions. I updated the initial contract, especially for her, because she is dangerous for me. She will offer me a pup, and after that, we are done for good. I can't be in her presence after that while we are fated mates. Now she is frowning out of nowhere, and her face becomes pale. This is not because of me. It is something that scares her while she reads the contract. What the hell does she read? Her eyes suddenly start to shine even more intensely. Damn it, she is beautiful. And dressed so simple and yet so perfectly she is even more prefect. Focus, Tristan. You hate her. Man, I am telling you for the last time. Vigo starts again. Leave the crap and end this madness. I want her. She is our mate. At least mate with her. Is he nuts? That's a big no. And because of him, I didn't even realize when she signed the contract, but she placed it in front of me. Done. And she gets on her feet. She turns around and starts to walk to the door. I flip the pages and she really signed the contract. She agreed with all those aberrant rules. I can't believe this. Just like that. Just tell me when I need to come to the hospital, she says as she touches the doorknob, but I am perplexed. I don't know what I was expecting, but not this for sure. She signed the contract just like that. There was nothing to arrange or negotiate from her side, and now I am pissed off. This, I say, pointing to the contract, ties you here until the pup is born, but I want you to realize that you are still nothing here. Don't let this go to your head. It's just business. Zoey stops and turns around completely as she watches me. I suppose that this goes for you too, because it looks like you were expecting something more from my side. I want the money and nothing more, Alpha Mayor. She starts to laugh. I swear to you that I want to strangle her right now. Don't play the reverse psychology card with me, I tell her in a rough voice. I know what you are looking for, and I wrap my arms under my chest. Enlighten me, Zoey suddenly says, and I see her hands going to her jeans pockets. If you know everything, tell me, what do I want? Isn't this obvious? And is not obvious, but letting her win this confrontation is not in my schedule for today. You want me. She blocks for a second and stares at me, but after that second, that seemed to be like a century for me. While I was waiting for her reaction, she started to laugh. She laughed with tears until the point that I became, honestly, blown away by her serenity. She was laughing wholeheartedly. Alpha Mayor, she said when she calmed down, but at the same time she opened the door. I am going to tell this one more time, and I need you to trust me because this will be the last time when I am saying it. I want the money, that's all. If it wasn't for this contract. Now she is damn serious. I would have left the pack. That's how much I want you. I want you so much that I would better become a rogue. I would better live with humans. And now she exits the office but stops again for a second, and without looking at me, she says, there is no need for us to meet again until I get pregnant. My heart just stopped. Why the hell do I feel this way? My heart hurts. It's a fucking rejection. Just send one of your servants to tell me when you need me to the hospital. And she closes the door and leaves. Go after her, moron. Vigo growls like a mad wolf in my mind, but I can't process what happened. I was expecting for her to freak out, yet she put me in a corner. And why the hell does she need $500K? And she said that she was planning to leave the pack. She will leave when I say she can. We are still not done here. I open the door, ready to go after her and ask her what the hell is wrong with her. Who does she think she is to talk with me like I am a piece of shit? But before I could do it, Vigo blocks me. Let her go, he commands me with a broken voice. She will come around in the end. I hope that she will never lose her patience with you. Come around? And now I am pissed off again. Who wants her to come around? I turn around and walk directly to the window as I took back the control from Vigo and open the windows completely. I inhale the fresh air while the air fills the office. You can refresh the air here. Vigo laughs at me, but her scent will never disappear. It will, but I said that only for myself. I let him mock me. He can have this moment. It will be imprinted in my mind forever. I don't believe him. I can handle this. Zoey's POV. Zoey? Nana mind links me. Are you awake? She asks me. I just stared at the ceiling. I didn't sleep at all last night. How was I supposed to do it after everything that happened recently? Last evening I ran out of the pack house as if its walls were infected with leprosy. I would have done anything to teleport myself as far as possible from Tristan Mayer and his pack, but as I was leaving the area, a loud growl echoed from behind. Mason! I turned around and faced him, coming in my direction in military steps, ready to knock me down. I am so sick of him. In the last few years, he acted like a stalker, and I feel his eyes checking on me wherever I go. He gives me a bad feeling and makes me feel insecure wherever he is around. I know that he hates me. I know that it was his father who found me in the woods with my dead family. Whatever is related to the Reynolds family gives me an unpleasant vibe. What the hell do you want, Mason? I asked him full of rage. He looks like crap, and even if his wolf healed him damned quickly, there are still signs from the hard beating I gave him. I forbid you to sign that fucking contract, he says, trying to use a bossy voice that should make me submit to him. But I am a beta blood while he is a gamma blood that succeeded to become a beta due to favorable circumstances. Too late, I said and started to walk again, but before I could take one step, he pinned me down. He is all over me. He is not beating me, but he is stopping me from moving. You shouldn't have done that, he tells me with a growl, but I had enough of him, and flexing my leg, I hit him in the groin area with my knee. Fucking bitch, he growls in pain with a hoarse voice. Did you hit me? And pushing him away from me, while he was holding his balls, I got up and dusted myself off. Stay away from me, Mason, I said with a calm voice. It's not you who decides if I sign this contract. It is between me and you stupid alpha. Come around me more time and I will kill you for good next time and become what all of you accused me to be. I will be a killer for real. And with that, I turned around and left the area. On my way back, I bought some food with Nana's money and prepared dinner for her. She is happy for this contract. I have no idea why she is so overjoyed because this is a curse. I'm doing this is all for Nana. This is what I keep repeating in my mind. It's all for Nana. After dinner, I went to my room and I stared at the ceiling all night wondering how am I going to make it through this madness? How am I going to leave my pup? He will suffer alone with Tristan because Tristan has no heart. My pup will never feel how it is to be loved with a father like him. I caress my flat womb and I can't stop myself from wondering how I am going to trick Tristan Mayer to leave the pup in my care. Zoey, are you awake, sweetie? Nana asks again, and this time I push the bed sheets and get out of the bed. Yes, Nana, I tell her with a calm voice so she won't feel my emotions. Can you come down? We have guests. And my heart stops. In the last 5 years, no one came here, except Rose and Tristan, and that was only yesterday. So who could be here? Oh my goodness, if it is Mason and he is trying to hurt Nana, he is damned dead. I almost jump in my leggings, and I pull an oversized t-shirt over my head and run downstairs barefoot. But the moment I touch the ground floor, I calm down. Rosie came again to see me, Nana says, and she is happy as she gives us the most beautiful smile. How are you, Zoey? Rose asks, and she motioned me to come closer while Nana is checked by a doctor I never seen until today. What is going on? I ask and point to the doctor. I'm still penniless. Tristan didn't send me the money yet, but Rose walks to Nana and sits on our old sofa, takes her hand in her hand. I asked the doctor from the neighboring pack to check Nana. Since you are in a bad relationship with our doctors, I asked someone from outside to check her. And now I blocked. You shouldn't have bothered, I say, but Rose gives me a threatening gaze. And you should have told me and Tristan that Nana is sick, she says without even looking at me. Is she kidding me? Nothing happens without Tristan's approval. So to tell them what? But for Nana, I keep my mouth closed. I see the doctor giving Nana some pills and giving her an injection. I will come here daily, he says in the end. Is there any chance she can get well? I ask him, and Rose hugs Nana as I said that. We don't know for the moment. If she will continue with the treatment, the chances are 50-50. It depends on a lot of factors. But now she is receiving medical care. All she needs is to eat healthy, to rest, and the most important thing, not to shift or the virus will spread in her system. I will take care of her. I say and I mean it. I am sure you will. And he walks to the doctor. I will come tomorrow again. As soon as he is gone, I turn around and look at Nana while she kisses Rose's forehead. Thank you, Rose, I say more in a whisper, but she is not looking at me. Why didn't you tell me, Zoey? How could you let her reach this point where we have no idea if Nana will survive or not? Rosie, Nana starts, but I motion her to leave it. I tried at the beginning, I explain, and not to justify myself in front of Rose, but because she need to know the truth. I sent Nana to the hospital and the doctors forced us to pay for every single treatment until we had nothing. A year ago, I begged your brother not to force me to leave my job in the pack house. All my money were for Nana's treatment. I told him that we will starve, that I will die, and he mocked me. And now you are asking me that, Rose? She just looks at me with sad eyes. I didn't know, she whispers. I would have helped you. No one could. And without any evil intentions, I ask. There is no need to be here. Why don't you go back to the pack? Alpha Mayor must be worried because of you. Rose leaves Nana's hands and gets up from that sofa. Actually, that's why I am here, she tells me. I don't give a shit on what Tristan says. Not anymore. I thought a lot in the last 2 days. It doesn't matter anymore if you're guilty or not because of our parents' death. Is she stupid? It counts because I am not. Even if you are, you paid for your sins 10 times until now. You had enough. Don't you say it, Rose. You just figure it out. Just like that. I stare at Rose and I feel my blood pressure being higher and higher. If I wasn't Tristan's mate, she would have let me suffer. Get out, Rose, I say, pointing to the front door. And Nana is mute. She simply looks at Rose with sad eyes. No, Rose says. I am not going if you and Nana aren't coming with me. Where to come, Rose? And I almost burst into laughter. To the pack house? Yes. I need to keep an eye on Nana, and knowing that you are my brother's mate, I need to know that you're fine wherever you are. Well, Rose, you are funny. I tell her and open the door for her, but she is not moving. Leave, I command her. No, you will carry my niece or my nephew soon. Here you are not safe. Don't say it, Rose. So that's what is going on. I point again to the door and motion her to go without saying another word. This is not over, Zoey, Rose says enraged while she walks out of our house, and right when she was ready to say another word, I close the door in her nose. You are mean, Zoey, Nana tells me in a soft voice, but she knows why I did what I did. They are worse, and I come closer, taking the seat where Rose was just a few moments ago. I am okay with her coming here to help you, I tell Nana, and I arrange a few straps of hair for her. But she can't come here and command me to follow her rules. She lost this right a long time ago, Nana. My poor Nana just nods. You didn't tell me all the details. You signed the contract. When will you two? Mate? I ask Nana, and she nods. Never. We are doing an IVF procedure, and I can't see the horror on Nana's face. This is profanity, she almost yells. And you are a virgin. Is he stupid or what? Yeah, I kept myself for my mate, hoping that he will accept me. I have nothing to offer him but this. Anyway, it is not like someone would have wanted me in this pack. And as if something just clicked in Nana's head, she squinted her eyes at me and asked me, Zoey, how is it that you found your mate a year ago and you didn't get into the heat cycle? The heat? Shit! How could I forget about something so important? I am doomed. I practically hid myself since my last discussion with Nana. Everything it was needed for us to survive, I bought it online so I won't face anyone. Tristan didn't ask for my presence, so I am fine. The thing is that I took pills to delay the heat, but now, if I agreed to be Tristan's surrogate, I can't take them anymore because they are working like some birth control pills. The heat will hit me in all its glory, because that's how our life is going on. You find your mate, and 1 or 2 weeks later, the heat appears. The thing is that I am not claimed. I am still a virgin, and the moment the heat will come, I need to hide myself from everyone, or I will become a target for all the unmated males in our pack. I need to get pregnant soon, or this will end badly. Nana is as horrified as I am, and she looks at me with pity. The first cycle is spontaneous. You have no idea when it will come. We are just like the real wolves. Wolves go into heat once a year, any time between January to April, and it only lasts for 5 to 7 days. For us, the werewolves females, this applies for all the females that already met their mates and sexually mature in the pack. Now you get it? I have no idea how I'm going to deal with this. I need to isolate myself from everyone until I get pregnant. And I didn't even finish thinking that I heard the doorbell ringing. It must be the doctor. He came here daily, just as he said. I take a short check and I am fine. There is nothing different with me. The heat is not here yet, so I run to the door and open it without even checking who is behind the door. And the moment I opened the door, my heart stopped. Tristan Mayer. For a second, I lost my mind as Tilly is literally screaming in my head. Mate, mate, mate. And she blabbers something about kissing him and starts making babies right now. He looks, damn it, he is stealing my mind away. He is casual today, and he looks the best when he wears casual clothes and not his alpha suits. A light blue polo shirt, perfectly matched with some slim-fit navy chinos and a pair of navy and gray suede Bristol trainers, and he looks like a Greek athlete. He watches me, and he is refraining from laughing, seeing me so tormented. The only thing I'm able to do is to curse my wolf in my mind. She is not helping me at all. Are you done staring? He asks me and lifts an eyebrow, and his remark made me come back in an instant. I wasn't staring. I lie and turn around without inviting him inside. I know that he is going to do it anyway, so why should I bother with him? Alpha Mayor, I say, keeping a professional attitude. In the end, I am Tristan's employee, or kind of. Why are you here? We established that you will send a servant to inform me. But he cuts my words. I didn't agree with that, and he walks directly to my sofa as if he owns the place. I curse him in my mind. Shit, I just cursed the father of my future pup, but he deserved it. But you know what? I am not going to show him that his presence affects me, so wrapping my arms under my chest and showing him an offensive posture, I ask, "Why are you here? Isn't that clear?" He mocks me. "To see you." And now my face falls on the floor, but she must have seen that because in the next second he starts to laugh. "Keep dreaming. Stupid." And he looks around as if he is searching for something. "I am here to take Nana to the pack house," he said, and I died as soon he said that. I object, and I start to make a plan in my mind. If you take her away from me, you will choose another surrogate. Our deal ends, and I am so damn serious and scared that I will lose the only person that cares for me in this world. If I lose Nana, I am done with Crescent Moon Pack. And do you think that I lack women? He says with a serious face. You weren't my first option in the first place, so I don't care, but it looks like Nana is sick and I had no idea about that. I needed to find it from Rose. You didn't know that? I ask enraged. Don't your pack doctors report everything to you? And I see his face becoming sullen. How can something like going to the hospital and being refused by the doctors could be done without your approval? Huh? And I come in his direction and growl at him, not giving a shit that I am growling at the almighty Alpha. He just stares at me. They took all our money, and when you refused to let me work at the pack house, they became a debt collector, taking everything from us, making Nana more sick every day as they refused to help her just to hurt me. And you dare to say that you didn't know, and right now I'm screaming in his face. You knew it, and you have no excuse, I say, pointing my index finger in his direction. Zoey? Nana suddenly calls me. Shit, I must awaken her with my noise. Tristan? She asks in the next second as she sees him here. What happened? Why are you two quarreling? I just shut up my mouth and look at Tristan, but he gets up from the sofa and walks to Nana. I am here to take you to the pack house, he tells her in a soft voice he never used when he addresses me. You must believe me, Nana. I had no idea that you are sick. Somehow on the way, this information never came to my ears. I am sorry for the way my doctors treated you. Didn't know my ass, I growl in a whisper, but he turns around and yells in my face. I didn't, and now shut the fuck out. And I was almost startled to see him like this. In the end, this is why I started this stupid plan, to help Nana, and it looks that now he is ready to do it, without me being a surrogate. So maybe I have a chance to leave the plan behind. If Nana is fine, I could run away from the Crescent Moon. I could start a new life away from Tristan Mayer, away from all the pain he caused me. So I look at Nana and take her hands between mine. You should go with him, Nana, I whisper. You will be treated well and you will heal. But Nana shakes her head. Nana, if you love me, if you really want to see me happy, please do it, I say in the end. We will see each other later, when you will be fine. I will be there when you will be able to shift again, and we will have a run together. What do you say? Doesn't that look like a damned good plan? And I feel my eyes becoming watery, because this will never happen. The moment he takes her, I am out of here. I can't stand it anymore. This is too much. Everything was for Nana. You heard her, Nana, Tristan says. Come with me ASAP. Our best doctors are waiting for you, and your old room in the pack house is prepared, and it is waiting for you. He tells her in a soft voice and wraps an arm around her shoulders, taking her away from me. He is offering her her old room? She lived on the Alpha's floor while she was his nanny. He is offering her a huge honor, letting her live there again. You should go, Nana, I say almost in a whisper as my heart breaks. I want to remember all her features because I know that this will be the last time I am seeing her. There is no coming back for me. Tilly screams in my head, and she mourns at the same time. She doesn't want to leave the pack, but she is hurt for the way Tristan treats us. What about you, sweetie? Nana asks, looking at me with teary eyes. I will be fine, I lied. You know where to find me, and we are at a mind link away. I joke, trying to relax the atmosphere, while Tristan is watching me intensely. Zoey, Nana whispers, and I am afraid that she will realize what I want to do. She knows me so well, but before she could expose me, I placed my finger on her lips, stopping her from talking. Nana, do it for me, I whisper and mind link her. This is what I was looking for when I accepted to be his surrogate. I wanted to help you. He is your mate. He will come around. Nana whispers. He won't. And I stare at her while Tristan looks at us, and he must know that we are mind-linking right now. His plan is to reject me as soon as the pup is born. And I can read the horror in her eyes. Do you get it now? At least I am not going to lose a pup too, after everything I lost in this life. Please, Nana, do it for me. And she just nods. Take good care of her, I say in a commanding voice, making Tristan raise an eyebrow and looking at me perplexed. She is all I have. He opens the door and helps Nana to exit, as if he didn't hear what I said. I was sure that he would leave and ignore me, but he turned around after he helped Nana to get in his car, and with a commanding voice he told me, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., come to the hospital. Be prepared for the IVF procedure, and after that, you will receive the money. I don't need your money, I want to say, but I keep my mouth closed and just nod while he leaves. Again and again, the Mayer family is taking the most important things from me. Now Tristan took my Nana. I ran to my room and started to prepare a little bag, to take it with me, and I started to cry. I cried until I lost track of time. I realized that it's time to go when a loud thunder made the house shaking. Yeah, it's raining again. Tristan's POV. You should send someone to watch over Zoey, Vigo tells me. He had me up all night yapping about Zoey's safety, about her being alone in that remote location, but I ignored him. She might be frightened by this storm, man, he tells me again. You've heard Nana. She was afraid that Zoey would freak out about thunder and lightning. Sincerely, I had no idea that she was so weak. With that loud mouth of her and that sassy attitude, she looked like nothing can stand against her, and yet she poops in her pants because of a storm? Fuck you, Tristan Mayer. Vigo scolds me, and seeing that I am not intending to look after Zoey, he closes the mind links with me. And why should I look for her? In half an hour I will meet her at the hospital. She will come because she is so damned eager to take my money. So I enter the dressing room and grab a shirt and some black jeans. I also take a cardigan and wrap it around my shoulders because the weather outside is still cold. I went downstairs, and right when I was ready to leave, Mason stops me. So you are not letting go? You are having a pup with that criminal? And the moment he said that, something snapped inside me. He may be my beta, but questioning my decisions is not mentioned in his job description. So I turn around and look straight into his eyes. I say, using my alpha command. I am the only one who should hold grudges against her. Rose can do that too, but it looks that you are kind of obsessed with her, Mason. Is there anything else I should know? And his face becomes pale in an instant. I just hate her, man, he tells me. She is weak, and she does not contribute anything to the good of our pack. She is just a parasite. But she didn't rely on us. She just took one day at a time and never asked me for anything, only for a job. But she didn't beg, so what the hell is he talking about? It doesn't matter, I tell him, trying to relax the atmosphere. I just want the pup. After that, I'm going to reject her. And Mason stares at me as if he couldn't believe what I just said. This should remove any remaining doubt. She is just the carrier of a strong heir. Are you sure? Mason starts again. Why the hell does he care? Vigo shows up out of nowhere. Are you really talking about our mate with Mason? Since when is it important what he thinks? And if I would allow him, Vigo would tear Mason in a second. I grab my keys and exit the house. For some reason, I feel excited about the idea of having a pup. It was just for business. But now, it's like I am already feeling it. I am going to have a pup. With our mate. Vigo ruins my mood, and I scold him in my heart. It took me 20 minutes to reach the hospital, and when I arrived, I was expecting to see Zoey there, waiting for me, but I can't feel her presence around. Her scent affects me every time she is around, but there is no trace of her. I look around and see the doctor that will take care of us during the procedure. Alpha, he says with a happy face. I was starting to think that you changed your mind. And why should I change my mind? I ask him with a rough tone, refraining from grabbing him from his collar and giving him a punch. I am not that kind of flower power man who doesn't know what he wants. If I said that I want a pup, I really want a pup. And looking around, I start to feel strange. Have you collected the eggs from my surrogate? I ask, trying to look professional and impartial. I thought that she would come with you, the doctor says, and he looks at me perplexed. What do you mean? I almost growled, and the room started to spin around. My blood pressure is higher and higher, while Vigo keeps yelling in my mind to search for his mate. She is not here, Alpha. I thought that you two will come together. The doctor says, and I can see him taking a step back, as if he is fearing that I'm going to get my nerves on him. I am alone, I growl, as you can see. And why didn't you call me to tell me that she is not here? And I pushed him away, exiting the hospital. It's 8:20 a.m. I told her to be here at 8, and I plan to come later, so I won't look so damn desperate, and she is not here? I am killing her. I told you to send someone to watch her. Vigo starts again, and this time, I am the one who blocks him. I jump in my car and drive directly to her house. I'm going to kill her if she mocks me. She will regret making me look like a stupid. We had a deal. She is under contract. How dare she not show up? The moment I reach her door, I start to punch it and kick it. Open this fucking door, Zoey Carter. I growl at her while continuing to hit the door, but she doesn't answer. Zoey fucking Carter. I curse her. You are so dead, believe me. And I take a step back just enough to have space to kick the door. When the door is down, I enter her house and start to look for her. With every step I make inside the house, something happens, and the anger I felt a few moments ago is replaced by some kind of pain. It's hard to describe it, but I feel like suffocating. She is not here, Vigo whispers. Of course she is. She is not going to lose the opportunity to take my money. It was her idea to become my surrogate. Why would she abandon her plan? Vigo can't be right. I enter the kitchen, and everything is clean and placed at its place. There is no trace that someone had breakfast here. I opened her fridge. Empty. Completely empty and glamp, as I remember her telling me yesterday that she starved. But I composed myself and continued to look for her. I reach the living room, and she is not there either. So I walk upstairs, and there is no need to search for her room. I know where she sleeps because her scent is everywhere. If she is not here, shit, she is not here. She is not here. I pushed the door and entered the room looking like a madman. Maybe she is at the hospital, and I walked past her without even realizing it. So I mind-linked the doctor I talked to earlier. Has she arrived at the hospital? She is not here, Alpha, he tells me, and I can feel his fear. Just tell me if she shows up, I say, but I know she won't come because in the middle of her bed, there is a letter. I pick it and believe me. I am fucking strong Alpha, and this piece of paper weights like a tone right now. My arms are trembling as I open the letter and start to read. My mentally ill mate, if you are reading this letter, it means that you already figured that I am not going to be your surrogate. I came with that plan because I wanted to help Nana, but now you are doing that in my place right now, so there is no need for me to get myself dirty and carry your pup. You are the most horrible thing that happened to me, so yeah. You need another surrogate because you and I, that is not going to happen. You can consider yourself rejected because I, Zoey Carter, beta woman of Crescent Moon Pack, I will never forgive you for the way you treated me. And now I find myself sitting on the edge of the bed because my feet are not supporting me anymore. You didn't want me. That's fine. I am not upset because of that, but you tormented me for a year and mocked me, humiliated me until the point where I wanted to die. I need air. I can breathe right now. I need air. Shit, I didn't see this coming. I thought that she was going to play as I asked her to, but again, she surprised me. She left the pack. She left me. I look at her letter and read the last row. I am happy to tell you, we will never meet again. Tristan's POV. I said that I don't want to hear any excuses. I command Mason. If you are not able to execute a simple command, just tell me and I'm relieving you of your command. and Mason almost pooped in his pants. He is like an open book right now. Man, I will do it. Nico steps in and motions to Mason to leave the office. You know how he is. He will help us, but this is Mason. Sometimes he is a dickhead, but he will never disrespect your command. Why are we still talking, Nico? I say and turn around, pushing down the desk all my stuff and shocking Nico at the same time. The warriors are already searching for her, and I can't look at him. And I will search for her too, but I want to ask you something. And before he could ask me what he wanted, the door opens and Rosie steps in. Is that true? She asked me with sad eyes. She left? She can't be too far, Nico explains to her. Even if she ran last night, because of the rain, she can't leave our territory. We are in the middle of nowhere, so most probably she is hiding. What if she... And Rosie is stopped by Nico. Will you leave, please? He asks her, and I see her becoming pale. We were talking here and you interrupted us. What the hell is wrong with him? First Mason, and now even Nico is the dickhead? Rosie looks at him, and coming closer out of nowhere, she slaps him hard. You are talking with the only alpha female of the Crescent Moon Pack. She growls at him, and I feel his startle by her reaction. You may be a Gamma here, but don't forget that I am from the Alpha family. And turning around, she looks at me and tells me, find her, or you will regret it. But you know that saying, the fool is not stupid enough if there is no haughtiness on top, so I start to laugh. I am looking only because she dared to disrespect our alliance. She is under contract, and no one is mocking me, Rosie. Is that so? And she laughs, but that is a bitter laugh. In this case, I hope that you will never find her. And with that, she turns around and leaves the area. What the hell is wrong with everyone today? I ask rhetorically. I have no idea about the others, but your sister must be on her period. Nico says, mocking Rosie, and the only thing I am able to do is to growl at him. Rosie is right. She is his alpha female. Hold your horses, man, he says, and lifts his hands in the air as if he is defending himself. I am going to look for our fugitive surrogate. You need to look for her too, Vigo starts again. You can track her. And when I find her, to let her think that I was worried? No, thank you. I am not. I am just enraged by the nerve she got to run away from me. She is fine for sure. She is just provoking me for not claiming her. But in the next second, Nico mind links me. Tristan, can you come outside? He asks, and I can feel that he is stressed. Find her, Vigo yells at me. This is not a job for our warriors, not even for our beta or gamma. She is our mate. A mate I don't want. But looking outside, I confess that I become a little stressed because it kept raining and a new storm is right after the corner. I'm sure she's okay. I start to tell Vigo, but he is far from being calm after I said that. Did you find her? I ask Mason as I exit the pack house and see him coming in our direction. No, man. What are you doing here? You are stressing too much for someone like her, said Mason, as he motions a warrior to leave and continue to search for Zoey. She will show up. Don't worry, he tells both me and Nico and wraps his arms under his chest. She was never alone, Mason tells me. She has no idea how to survive in the wilderness as she never trained or hunted, so this pack is all she knows. She will freak out in the end and come back. And he is so damned sure about that I start to calm down myself. Mason is right. Why the hell am I scared for her? She is the mate I kept around because it was a good business for me. She is just messing with me, and I tap Mason's shoulder. You are right. I am stressing for nothing. I was so ardent to have the pup that I let my guard down in front of her. But that ends here. And the moment I said that, Vigo starts to curse me. Why? What the hell was in my head to ask her to be a part of this business? Why? I am so pissed off that I didn't realize when a warrior came from the woods in a rush. What happened? Nico asked him, and that made me stop, because I started to lose focus. We found blood, and that's the last thing I know as my mind went blank, and before I knew it, Vigo was on command, knocking me down in less than a second. What did you say? He asks the warrior, and I see both Mason and Nico staring at him in horror. I suppose that they just realized that it is me, the one who doesn't want Zoey, and that Vigo is from another story. Repeat what you just said, Vigo growls at him. We found blood, and it is Zoey Carter. Tristan's POV. Where is she? I hear Nana from behind. What the hell is she doing here? This can't happen. My life was just fine. I was going to have a pup and continue to do what I do the best to run this pack, and now this. Nana, will you calm down, please? Nico says as he tries to help her, but she can't stay calm. She looks at me and wipes away her tears. She tells me, Tristan Mayer, I saw you growing up under my eyes, but I didn't raise a rascal. How could you? She growls at me, and she is almost transforming because she is damned furious. She can't transform or she will die, and that's something that I can't accept. She was like my second mother until I was 18. She is fine, Nana. I want to tell her. She is not dead because I didn't feel the bond being damaged. But Vigo blocks me, and the moment I said that in my mind as if I spoke too soon, I felt a heartache. I can't explain what is going on right now, but it hurts too much, and before I knew it, Vigo was running like a madman into the woods. We have been looking for her for almost 2 hours, and in the area there are a lot of smells that shouldn't be here. My pack territory is a private area, so it is hard to understand what happened here. Alpha, I hear a warrior through MindLink. We found blood, and it is hers. Where? I ask, but it is not my voice, not Vigo's either. I don't know what's going on with me right now. If she had been marked, we could have followed her, Vigo tells me. But no, you put on a show and look where we got right now. Not now, Vigo. Now I need to focus on finding her. I say, yes, I will find her first, and after that, I will deal with her privately. Alpha, we are in the eastern area of the territory, about 12 miles away from your house, the warrior said, and I just blocked. What is she doing there? I ask, but I start running to the place where the warrior caught her trace. I see more and more signs of fighting around. And the worst part is that it is raining again. We are completely wet as we go through the thick forest. How the hell did she reach this side of our pack without anyone noticing? Mason asks from behind, and I will deal with that later, because all I want right now is to find her and be sure that she is fine. And after that I am strangling her. Tristan, someone was here and he was not alone. Smell the air, Nico tells me, and he is right. The air stinks. Rogues, and he turned his head and almost trembled and said, here were at least 5 different rogues. Damn it, I need to find her. And I want to run, but Mason stops me again. Look, man, he tries to say. Let me go, I know, I want to say, but Mason grabs my arm again. Tristan, she is alone and she is weak because that's the way she is. She is dead. Shut up, I growl, making the entire forest scared. She is still alive, I feel. She is not dead. I must find her. I ran to find the place that the warrior indicated, but I almost stumbled when I saw a pool of blood. And I know that this is her blood. Take her trace, I command everyone. She can't be far from here. Damn it, she is badly wounded. She's hurt. I take Nico with me while Mason takes the warriors and starts to look around. There, one of my men yelled, and we ran in that direction. Is not her. It is a dead body, but is not hers. But I am shocked to see a dead rogue. He was beaten hard, and I could smell Zoey's trace on him. Did she kill this rogue? What the fuck happened here? There are signs of fighting everywhere, and not far from the place where I found this body, another lies with his neck torn. See, Vigo scolds me. She is strong. She is not weak, you fucking jerk. I don't care about this, Vigo. And suddenly the wind blows in my face and I feel it, the fragrance of magnolia and cinnamon. Her scent. There! I yell at Nico and start to run, but nothing could have prepared me for what I found. The land ends with a ravine about 20 meters deep, and on its bottom Zoey is collapsed to the ground in a huge pool of blood. My heart beats as if I just finished a marathon. I just want to jump in that ravine, but probably I will get hurt and will not be able to help her anymore, so commanding everyone I say, help me take her out of there. Everyone is staring at me, and from my reaction I am sure that everyone knows that she is my mate. Because of Vigo, I lost control of my emotions. This is why I didn't want to mate. Now I look weak. I am weak because of her. Seeing her so wounded and full of blood, I can no longer judge clearly. I fall to my knees next to the edge of the ravine and hear nothing around me. Nico tries to calm me down and to take me away from the edge of the ravine, thinking she's dead, but I push him away and jump in the air. I threw myself in the ravine. If I get hurt, Vigo will heal me. I am surprised to realize that I landed on all 4 paws and I am fine, so transforming back into human form, I'm going near Zoey. I lift her head from the ground, expecting for her to open her eyes and to tell me that I am a jerk, but nothing happens. Open your eyes, I say as I try to remain calm, but there is nothing. I command you to open your eyes, I say again, and this time I feel that the air from my lungs is completely vaporized. Man, Nico says in a whisper, let her go. And he taps my shoulder, but I can't react. That's the end? That's all? I can sense my men arriving on the bottom of the ravine one by one, and I'm sure that most of them are judging me. They agreed to bully Zoey, but they had no idea that they were bullying their own Luna. I can sense the guilt in their eyes. I can sense how much they are judging me. But what about me? What about my feelings? Because of her, I lost so much. Nobody cares about me. And out of nowhere, I growl. I growl so loud that I'm scared too by my own reaction. Does she want to die? Well, she can't because I am not done with her. Put her on my back, I command Mason and Nico as I transform and let Vigo do his best to save Zoey. But she will not survive, Nico almost whispers. Well, and now I'm damn serious. I don't care. She can't die. Zoey's POV. I hear beeping. This shouldn't be the sound of heaven. I was expecting to hear a little chirping and the water of the mountain springs that runs quickly from under the stones. This is how I imagined that heaven should be. The definition of freedom. Yet all I hear is that mechanical noise, like it is coming from a medical device. I am trying to open my eyes, but I can barely blink, and I feel my eyes so heavy. Everything hurts. I can feel someone holding my hand and people talking around me. Don't tell me that I am alive. It is impossible. I was attacked by a horde of rogues. I would have let them kill me, but they tried to rape me. I am all right with dying, but not like that. So I attacked them and fought with everything I have. I don't remember much, except when they threw me into the ravine with my abdomen cut. So how is that I am here? Who found me? I was far from the pack house. Don't tell me. And before I could focus to recover, my mind went into chaos. Please, goddess, I can't be back to the Crescent Moon Pack. Tristan will kill me. I don't want to be back. Too late. What? I didn't hear what Tilly just said. I was too focused to understand where I am. Sniff the air and shut up, Zoey, Tilly whispers, and I can feel her pain. She is as hurt as I am. It's too late to panic. We need to heal and move on because we'll need all our strength to face the consequences of our actions. Tilly, what the hell are you talking about? I asked her, and now the fear really got me. Just sniff the air. She whispers and sighs. I can feel Nana. She is the one who is holding my hand in her hand. There are roses in the air, and I know for sure that it is Rose's scent. Since she was a baby, she was smelling like roses. But what scares the shit out of me is that there is the scent I hate, and I also love the most in this world. Mate, Tilly cries out, and to be sincere, I feel like crying too right now. I manage to open my eyes and look at Nana. Her head is bent forward and her eyes are closed as if she is praying. Not too far from her, Rose is talking with Tristan. She is visibly affected, while Tristan just listens to what she's explaining to him. He looks tired. I never saw him this way. Every time he appears somewhere, he looks like a god descended from heaven, and yet now he looks like the train hit him. What the hell happened to him? It's like he has a lot in his mind. Something happened while I was missing. But what could happen in only a few hours? At most, a day? I must be so damned affected to see him this way that I clenched my fists, grabbing Nana's hand, and she flinches as I did that, alarming everyone. Zoey, oh my goddess, you are awake, she literally yells, almost jumping from her chair and hugs me. Hey, I whisper. I am fine. What is going on? And I motion to Tristan and Rose. Rose comes near my bed in a rush and almost jumps close to me, grabbing my hand and holding it tight, but Tristan doesn't move from where he was. He just watches me with a serious gaze. I can see his eyes changing its color, so his wolf is fighting with him, but he controls him for sure. Why did you run, Zoey? Rose asks me and cries. You scared us to the point that I thought that Nana will have a stroke and I will die young. I just stare at Tristan. Of course he wasn't scared. What the hell was I expecting? For him to really care about me? He looks like shit, probably because he is upset for ruining his plans with the inseminations. I am sorry, I whisper. I was upset and depressed, and a lot of things happened, and I didn't think. And as soon as I said that, Tristan started to laugh. Think? Since when is thinking one of your assets? And he scoffs at me, but he turns his head looking in another direction. Is he kidding me? I just opened my eyes and he is already mocking me. Alpha's Tristan, Nana says, and I can see that he is hurt because she is addressing him with the alpha title. If you are here to make a scene, can you please go? And I can see Tristan giving me a killing look, but he exits the next moment. What the hell is wrong with him? I asked, confused. Did he really want to have a pup that much? I thought that it was more of a whim. He was scared because of you. Rose tells me, and I would like to laugh at her remark, but my ribs are hurting like hell. Please, Rose, I say, and pull my hand from hers and place it on my ribs area. Shit, this really hurts. I am not in the mood to be mocked right next day, after I was attacked by those horrible rogues. I had enough for today. Next day? Both Nana and Rose ask and look at each other. You were in a coma for 2 weeks, Zoey, Nana says, and I see her eyes becoming watery. Tristan found you the same day you ran away, but after that wasn't so simple. We thought that you would not make it. 2 weeks? What the hell? Your entire abdomen was cut and you had broken ribs, arms, and legs. You had cerebral hemorrhage because of the fall from height, and you had no idea about that. Rose explains. I look in the direction where Tristan left, and I can't stop myself from asking if he was really worried about me. But I push that thought away from me. There is no need to feed my imagination with false expectations. I am sorry. This is all I am able to say. The plan was to run away and start a new life. I would have called you, Nana. I was just trying to leave this place. I hate being here. And looking into her eyes, I whisper, I am sorry for ending this way. This was not my plan. What I need, Nana tells me and caresses the top of my head, is to know that you are happy and safe, Zoey. I want you to be happy, but I need you to promise me that you will never do something so reckless. You mean running away? And I almost became pale as I said that. Yes, both Nana and Rose said. I understand why Nana acts this way, but what's Rose's problem? I can't promise that. I say, and I am sincere. I am sick of being rejected by my own pack, and I stopped right there. I wanted to say, by my fated mate. But you know what? I don't have a mate. It's like a fake marriage what we have now, or worse. I am sure that things will change, Rose says. I have a feeling about this, and she looks sick in her head as she said that. She's imagining things for sure. Nothing will change. I will always be Zoey Carter, the werewolf female who made her parents and the Alpha family perish. And leaning back on my pillow, I close my eyes and say, Can you leave, please? I just need to be alone. I already mind-linked Nana and told her that I am fine, but Rose is annoying me and I can't deal with her right now. What if you run again? Rose points her fingers in my direction, but I point to my full leg casts. Run where? And now I am pissed off. I just want to be alone. A lot happened in the woods when I was attacked, and I need to calm down. I woke up 2 weeks later with you in my head. Don't you get it? I want to be alone, and I curse everyone except Nana in my mind. Nana pulls Rose outside the hospital ward because now I realize that I am in the hospital. I hope that they will not force me to pay the bill. I have nothing. I close my eyes and remember that fateful day. Goddess, why did you allow me to survive? It would have been so simple, and I can't finish that idea because I open my eyes in panic, and before I could say something, Tristan sits on the chair where Nana was just a few minutes ago. He just watches me. No, he stares at me like a stalker, making me feel uneasy. Is the idea of giving me a pup so terrifying that you would better leave your pack behind? What the hell is he talking about? This is not the reason I ran. Or it is, but it is not all. I don't need to explain myself in front of him, but I chose to do it anyway. Having a pup with you would hurt me even more. I figured it out that I am not going to be able to give the pup to you just like that. He or she would be my pup too. I am not going to abandon my pup in your hands. And I turn my head in another direction because I can't even look at him without feeling the pull to punch his gorgeous face. Well, you should have thought about this before you signed the contract, and now my heart stopped. What? And I look directly into his eyes. The contract continues. Mate, he mocks me. Whatever you like it or not, you are under contract. As soon as I am fine, I will leave the Crescent Moon pack, I say with a lot of spite, but before I could react, he grabbed my chin, forcing me to look him in the eye. Do that, and Nana will be banned from this pack. He must be kidding me. You won't dare to do that, I say through my clenched teeth, because this jerk is still holding my chin and it starts to hurt. Just watch me, Zoey. You already know that I am selfish and pig-headed, and all the things you said I am. Don't force me to show you all my bad assets. You will be squashed under the weight of your own actions, and along with you, Nana will perish too. And he pushes my face and leans on that chair. You will leave this pack when I say so, he commands me. Am I clear? No, you are not, scoundrel. I said that in my mind, but I may be like an open book for him because he starts to laugh, mocking me again. You can curse me. I allow you to do that. You entertain me while doing that, but mark my words, you will stay here. Repeat after me, he commands me again. You will not dare to touch Nana, I say with a serious face. And the moment he said that, the door opens and the doctor who refused to treat Nana before enters my room. You mind-linked me, Alpha? He asks as he looks at me a little bit confused. Nana is banned from this hospital. If she comes here for treatment, throw her away. And the doctor is even more confused, but he just nods and runs away. Now it's your turn, mate. He mocks me again. Swear it that you will not run again, and Nana will receive her treatment. Ah, Tristan Mayer, you have no heart, I scream in his face. Say it, he growls at me. It's only your fault if Nana dies, he threatens me. Shit, I can't let Nana die, so cursing him in my heart through my clenched teeth, I say, I won't run away again. Tristan's POV. Damn it, I curse in my mind as soon as I exit the ward of this pain in my ass mate of mine. She woke up 3 days ago. I have avoided her since then, and a half an hour ago, I just received the news that she was discharged after the casts from her legs and all her stitches came off. She just left the hospital. The last 2 weeks were the most difficult time of my life. It's hard to explain why, because I don't want her, or that's what I thought. It is true that the bond mate can lift you up and help you become the best version of yourself, or put you in the grave. She made me look like an old Hulk wrecked on the shore in front of my pack members. Suddenly, everyone is whispering, and I am the bad guy. Why? Because they found out that she is my mate? Not even when my parents died, I felt so meaningless. At the same time, I am tired, and I am furious with Vigo for forcing me to stay in this bondmate. I am tired of fighting him day and night. For the first time in my life, I feel weak, and it's only because of that woman. Her name is Zoey, Vigo mocks me. And she is not that woman. She is my mate. Our mate. She hates us, Vigo, I say as I exit her hospital ward. No, Tristan, she hates you. I have nothing to do with you in this issue, and I know that he is right, but I'm not going to let this go. Where is she? I ask the first doctor that came in my way. She just left. Alpha, the guy says, and I see him becoming pale. She was fucking wounded, and you let her go? And I grab him by his collar. She is healed. Only a few stitches on her abdomen, but she is healed. There is no point for keeping her here. The doctor tells me, and I push him away from me. If she is fine, I say and stop for a second. In this case, I will bring her here tomorrow and continue with the insemination plan. She is not that healed yet, Alpha. Another doctor that came from behind says, and suddenly Vigo activates. Then why did you let her go while she is still wounded? And he takes control from me, leaving me behind. Isn't that Alpha? The man tries to explain, but Vigo lost his control. Is she healed or not? And I fight with Vigo, but he is way too flamboyant because of this issue. She is healed, but she can't carry a pup right now. Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks we could try to have the procedure, but her uterus was cut. She doesn't feel any pain right now, but that organ needs more time to recover. And Vigo stops in his tracks, and that's what I was waiting for, to put him down before he makes me look like a stupid in front of my pack. I hear him cursing me, but now I am back and I push the doctor away from me. Did she say where she is going? I ask him, although I know he has no way of knowing the answer to my question. But he shocks me when he says, she said that she wants to be at home. That's all, nothing more. Shit, she will make a scene when she arrives there. It's not that I wanted this to happen, but after almost losing her life, both Rose and Nana fucked up with my brain until I agreed to bring her in the pack house. So practically, there is nothing left of her old house. I needed to make sure that she will follow me to the pack house. To be sure that she is not returning there, I put that house down. I bulldozed it. Don't ask me why, but it seemed like a good idea. Until now. So I run and get in my car and drive directly to her house, and I know that I fucked up when I see her sitting kneeled on the front lawn of the house, or what was left from her house, with a 1,000-mile stare. She is crying, Vigo tells me, and surprisingly he is not yelling at me, cursing me or what he usually does, and seeing her this way I feel like a jerk. It's the first time I feel this way, and I know that I exaggerated, destroying her house. I exit the car and walk close to her, and having no idea what I should say, I just command her. Let's go. Zoey wipes away her tears and gets up and starts to walk to that pile of broken walls, and she starts to move the bricks with her hands. What the hell is she trying to do? She can't rebuild this place. Stop it, I command her again, but she ignores me. Zoey Carter. I growl at her. I said stop it. There's no use to move the bricks. Just come with me. And now my voice is more calm. I can't believe that I agreed with this. I am still doubting that I am doing the right thing. Damn it, woman. I scold her and pull her in my arms from behind, being startled by the sensation she gives me. Wherever I touch her, there are these tingles and sparks, and it's damned relaxing. I hold her with her back glued to my chest, and I inhale her scent. But before I could tell her that everything will be fine, she turns around and slaps me. You did this? She asks me with a lot of rage, and in an instant, she fills my head with jitters. And if I did it, what? I ask in return, and I grab her arm in the air before she slaps me again. It's the first time in my life when I'm being slapped by a woman, and I feel my head becoming dizzy for a second. She has some strength in those tiny arms of hers. Because she is not weak, Vigo starts again. She is strong. I ignored him. I will deal with him later. Now I need to put Zoey in her place for disrespecting me. This house was Nana's, she growls at me. Everything we had was here. You destroyed us. It wasn't enough that we starved because of you. Now we will be forced to sleep under the stars. And she fights with me to release her arm, most probably to slap me again. Nana doesn't need this house anymore, I tell her, holding her tight, and with every move she makes, her body comes closer and closer to me, without her realizing that, to the point that now she is practically glued to me. She is so fragile and tiny in my arms that even if she curses me, there is a strange pull that forces me to kiss her. Why the hell am I feeling this way? What about me? She shouts in my face. That was my house too, you fucking scoundrel. It's your hate for me so big that you destroyed the only home I had in the last 5 years. And now is now. If she was furious a few moments ago, now my life would be at risk with her being so close to me. You will move to the pack house, and she blocks in her tracks. This is not what I was expecting. She just stares at me with her big, dark brown eyes, and I am wondering if she is fine. She looks like she just had a stroke. So you agree? I say, smirking at her, but she lifts her knee to hit me in my groin. I was expecting for a dirty move, and I am lucky that she is only 5. 1 feet, because right now I would have an omelet between my legs. She's struggling to release from my grip, and in an attempt to avoid a new knee, I place a hand under her ass and lift her in the air, forcing her to wrap her legs around my hips. And in the next second, my dick goes straight, while her pussy is rubbing on it. She is fighting me, trying to slap me, and she doesn't realize that our position is so damn tempting. Shit, my dick is pulsing, only feeling her so close. What the hell is wrong with me? I had women and I never felt this way. I have a little, and I am coming in my pants. I am not coming to the pack house, she growls in my face. I better sleep here. And this little dynamite tries to slap me again, but now I am kind of too aroused and too amused by her reaction. I never seen this side of her. You are coming with me, I tell her in a calm voice, while I lift her up and down a little to feel her more, and that move made her stop as if she just realized our intimate position. She stops from her struggle and unwraps her legs, but I continue to hold her in the air, glued on my body. Put me down, she commands me. No one commands me, but I am not angry about her doing it. Tristan, fucking mayor, she shouts at me. Put me down now, or I'm going to. And even if I know that she will try to cut my balls for doing this, I throw her over my shoulder like she weighs nothing and start to walk with her to my car. That was not a friendly request, Zoey, I tell her and push her in the passenger seat, wrapping the seatbelt around her. That was a command. I don't want to come. She starts again. In the next second, I grab her chin and force her look into my eyes. That's an alpha command. I say, and even if I would never dare to touch Nana, I growl at Zoey and say, disrespect me again and Nana is banned. Author's POV. Carl Jung said that in all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder there is a secret order. And that does not apply only to physics, but in every single aspect of our lives. It's hard to explain, but in every single meaningless issue we encounter, after some time it looks like there was a connection. There was something, a substrate of maximum importance that we haven't been able to see it from the beginning. And that's the way Tristan felt since that rainy day, when Zoey appeared in his office asking him to make his surrogate. Beyond the anger he felt, with every single moment spent around her, he started to feel the bond mate more and more. Don't get me wrong, he still doesn't want her. The plan is the same. She will give him a pup, and after that, he will reject her. He will make himself free from Zoey Carter. The most important part of having a Luna is related to the pups. If he solves this problem, he will not need her anymore. And with his thoughts in his mind, he agreed to let her live in the pack house. Tristan forces her to exit his car and push her in the pack house, under the shocked gazes of everyone. Hearing the scandal and Tristan's strong emotions, Mason and Nico came in a rush just to see him carrying Zoey on his shoulder while she was hitting his pack. Put me down, you scoundrel! Zoey growled at him, but Tristan walked with her in the living room, ignoring her tantrums. Nico looked at Mason, who has a little bit and will suffer from a heart stroke, but he keeps his mouth closed. I don't want to be here. Zoey screams and sticks her claws in Tristan's back, making him winch in pain and throwing her on the sofa. But she was just discharged, and even if she looks fine, she is not, and from the sofa she slips straight on the floor, hitting her abdomen and wince in pain. And that was the end of their quarrel. It wasn't a scream of anger, it was pure pain, and Tristan knew it. Even Mason and Nico jumped to check on her, but before they could touch Zoey, she was already in his arms, as he was placing her on the sofa. Call the doctor, he commanded with a scared voice and saw some drops of blood on her t-shirt scaring the shit out of him. She almost died, and now she is discharged only for an hour, and she is hurt again. He curses himself for acting this way, but it was Zoey's fault for acting the way she did. Take a deep breath, he tells her while he is holding her hands in an attempt to support her, but Zoey just cries her heart out. It hurts, she whispers. It hurts too much. Tristan looks at her, and for the first time in his life, he has no idea what he should do. He is the man with all the answers. Yet, right now, he is panicking. He lies to himself, telling himself that he is scared because she will not be able to carry his pup soon. He tries to suppress all his emotions. This is just business, and he is scared that he will lose a good business. That's all. But while he was trying to calm himself, Nana and Rose came in a rush in the living room. What the hell happened here? Rose asks and pushes Tristan away from Zoey and leaves him perplexed. What did you do to her? She asks in an accusing voice. He did nothing, Mason says. It was her who forced him to make her submit to him. To submit to him? Nana asks and looks at Tristan with sad eyes. This is not how the bondmate acts, Alpha Tristan, she tells him. And even if he knows what she means, he is pissed off and says, and I don't give a shit on how the bondmate should work out, Nana. She can't defy me all day long. And the next second, he said that he saw Nana turning her gaze from him. He was mean. Shit, he hurt Nana's feelings. This was not in the plan. Let me look at your wounds. Rose tells Zoey in a soft voice and lifts her shirt. Her slim waist was visible. Nico turned around while Mason was staring at her, unable to move his gaze from her skin. Rose helped Zoey to lean on her back and unzip her jeans just a little bit so she could check her sutures. Damn it, she cursed. This one is broken, and she pointed to the largest cut. Tristan was looking at her and seeing her so fragile, with that wasp waist, with her white skin stained with blood. His heart started to beat like crazy. He was ready to kneel close to her and tell her that he was sorry, but before he could open his mouth, Zoey looked at Nana and whispered. The pain started to fade already, and she tried to get up, but Rose held her there. You need new stitches, and gave Zoey a threatening look. Your cut is open, but Zoey shook her head. What I need is to be alone. My wolf will heal me. And she looks at Nana and with sad eyes whispers, Nana, this scoundrel destroyed our house. Nana came closer and hugged Zoey, and kissing her forehead, she whispered, He offered us a place in the pack house. We will be safe here. Safe? And Zoey laughed. I will never be safe here, and she placed her head on Nana's shoulder. Everyone hates me here. This is a drama film, Tristan thought, and why does he look like the bad guy? So motioning to Mason to turn around because he saw him staring at Zoey, he also says, I am not letting you stay here for free, and that got Zoey's attention. But Nana and Rose were looking at him in shock too. We have no idea if the surrogacy will work, so until you get pregnant, you will work in the pack house. Am I going to get paid? Zoey asks, and if she will be paid, she is fine with working here. That's what she looked for in the last year, a job. Are you asking for money when Tristan shows you pity? Mason asks, pissed off. You should be thankful for the mercy he is showing you. Mercy? And now Zoey is the one who is pissed off. Is this the mercy he is showing me? She asks, pointing to her wounds, but Nico grabs Mason and pushes him out of the living room. We are leaving, man. Call us if you need us, he said and almost dragged Mason out. Am I going to get paid? Zoey asks again, and this time she looks directly into Tristan's eyes, making his heart skip a beat. She is upset, she is furious, and yet she is so beautiful. Yes, he utters as he is not able to say more. Fine, and Zoey wipes away her tears. I will do all the house chores. I will take one of the Omega's rooms, she said, and tried to get on her feet. Tristan could read the pain on her face, but he let her act the way she wanted. At least she will be in the pack house. She will be around, and Viggo will stop tormenting him. He feels like a bipolar because of Zoey, jumping from emotion to the point that he is confused. I don't agree with that, suddenly Rose says. She can't live with the Omegas, and she gives Tristan a threatening look. It's fine, Zoey whispers. It's more than sleeping under the stars. No, it is not, and Rose looks at Tristan. I need an Omega to help me with my chores. Mine is old and she can't keep up with me. Zoey could help me. She is young and she will keep me company, help me to dress and clean. Rose said as if she needed help with that, when in reality she never asked for help. I am not your babysitter, Rose, Zoey said and rolled her eyes. Well, I'll pay you a lot more, Rose said. You know that I am a difficult person, and she was so damn serious that you could think that she was for real. If you are paying me more, I am fine with it. And Nana hugged Zoey at her chest. She and Rose talked about this because since Zoey was hurt, they tried to find a way to protect her from Tristan's worth. What do you say, brother? Rose asked Tristan, who was staring at them, trying to understand what the hell was Rose trying to do. As long as she lives in the pack house, I'm fine with it. Regarding the money, you will pay her. It's your maid, she is in your care, he said with a cold voice, as if this was just a small deal. So we have a deal, Rose said and clapped her palms in happiness, because this plan went perfectly, and she played both Tristan and Zoey. I will go to my room now, Zoey said as Nana was helping her to support herself, but before she could leave, Rose blew up the last bomb. Oh, I forgot to tell you, and she looked at Zoey, playing the innocent. My maid will live in the room next to mine, and Zoey pooped in her pants. I didn't agree with that, she said, and she suddenly felt that Rose tricked her again. It's too late, Rose said and helped Nana to support Zoey. You already agreed to be my maid. You can't step back. And blinking at Tristan, who was trying to process what was going on, she said, Brother, you must force her to do her job. We can't allow our pack members to be so double-minded. They need to be responsible. Tristan had a little and strangled Rose. She didn't play only Zoey, she played him too. His little sister was a little bit sneaky. Do as Rose said, he mumbles, and leaves the room because now he will need all the strength on earth and heaven to face the bondmate. Zoey's new room will be next to Rose's room, but that room is right next to his room too, And more than that, his room and Zoey's room has an adjoining door. You get it now? Rose played everyone on her fingers. Zoey's POV. This deceitful woman. She tricked me. I just stare at Rose and I have nothing else to do but to follow her to her room. Everyone is basically living on the same floor, on the Alpha's floor. I get why Nana should be staying here, but I have no reason to be here. So Rose starts clapping her palms in happiness. From now on, you don't need to worry about anything, Zoey. From now on, you have me. I am your person in this pack. And she gives me the most beautiful and innocent smile, as if this should be something normal, what she just said. Excuse me, but I don't understand, I tell her. Right now, I am alone with her in her room, and I was expecting her to explain to me what my chores are, but instead she just dragged me in the middle of her bed and started to blabber about pink unicorns and rainbows. I have your back, Zoey. My brother can't torment you as much time you are with me. And I blink a few times as I am unable to process what the hell she is telling me. This is so damned perfect, she yells and leans on her back between her pillows. What is so perfect? I ask again, and I must look stupid, but I don't understand at all. She lifts her head from those pillows and her blonde hair is ruffled, giving her a funny appearance. Look, she tells me, and now she is serious. I don't need a maid to serve me. I am perfectly fine doing the cleaning in this room. I am not a lazy woman. My parents and Nana taught me to be respectful and clean, so this room is my private space. I am the one who does the work here. So why the hell I am here, I ask, and now I feel the pull to beat her ass for mocking me. Is this a part of her plan to get revenge on me? You are my brother's mate, and that makes you my sister-in-law, Rose says, and I block in my tracks. Is she kidding me? Here is where you are wrong, Rose. I whisper, and I feel damned pissed off because I thought that I would have a job and a place to live. Now I need to leave the pack house. I will not live here like a parasite. I am your brother's mate only by name. The fact is that what we have is not a bond mate, but something else. He hates me. So do you get it? We will never be sisters-in-law. No, Zoey, she says and comes closer and grabs my hands between hers. The thing is that I don't feel any evil intentions in her acting. She looks sincere, so I almost feel bad about this. I am ruining her plans. I know my brother. He is just confused. When he was 18, he really wanted to have a mate. He looked for his mate for 2 years, and in the end, he let that thought go. He would have rejected you if he didn't want you. And the moment she talked about the rejection, there was something in her eyes, as if there was a lot of pain saying that. Why are you so eager to help me, Rose? I ask, and let her have this moment, because mates should be together no matter what. It doesn't matter the rank, the history, the color of their eyes. Nothing matters except the fact that mates should be mates, and that's all. She tells me, and I was right. She is sad while she says that. Our history defines our future, Rose, I say with calm. The last 5 years were full of anger and hatred. There is no place for love here. You can't take our past and transform it into something rightfully. It's too much pain in it. Yeah, she tells me with a serious face. You can't take the past and change it, but we are able to change the present and our future. Oh, goddess, it would be so perfect if everyone would think the same way, but that's only a beautiful dream. Rose, I am sorry, I say and get out of her bed. I am here to work. If there is nothing for me, then I will leave. I can't be here for nothing. But before I could take a step, Rose stopped me. Then be my friend, she says out of nowhere. What the hell is she talking about? I turn around and stare at her. Her friend? I don't have friends. I have no idea how to have a friend or what it means to have a friend. Rose, do you know who I am? I ask her directly, because I believe that she hit her head somewhere and she is amnesic. Of course I know who you are, Zoey, she almost growls at me. I am not stupid, and with a more calm voice she continues. We two are so alike, you know, and now I have no idea what she is talking about. Our status defines our lives, because what we are, what we suffered, and because of us being so powerful, people treat us differently. And now she lost me. Rose, and I am sorry for her. I am really sorry for her. She looks sad and she is not tricking me right now. I can feel her emotions she suppressed in front of the others. Is not that I don't want to be your friend, Rose, I tell her. I need a friend too, but I am not the right person. Your brother will strangle me if I get too close of you. Well, he doesn't have a word on this, she says. It is my life. I am sick of everything. I want to be respected for what I am. I want to be accepted and rejected for what I do, not for my status. So I'm begging you, Zoey. I need a friend. I need someone to listen to me. I need someone to hold my hand. I am going crazy. The last 3 months have been a hell for me, and I am so damned alone. I am not going to lie to you. If I would have found out that you are Tristan's mate 3 months ago, I have no idea how I would have reacted. But believe me when I tell you, we are so much alike. Our lives are so similar in some ways that now, knowing that you are my brother's mate makes this decision so simple. You are perfect for my brother. Even if I agree with this, Rose, I need to work. And I'm serious. I can be her friend because it is more than clear that she needs a friend, but I need money. Tristan will not give me those $500K until I get pregnant. We will figure it out, Rose says. I will give you something to do, but please don't leave and stay here. Even Tristan said that he agrees with you being here. Yeah, until he will stop doing it. I stare at her, and Rose is looking at me with her puppy blue eyes. So? She asks, will you allow me to repay you for all the bad things this pack did to you? I will make things right for you on behalf of my brother and my pack. I get it now, Zoey. I am able to see things clearly. You are not guilty of anything. It was our stupid brains who needed someone to blame to deal with the suffering. Is this girl for real? Please, Zoey, she insists. Say yes. Say yes, Tilly whispers. All you want is to be close to Tristan. I say, but Tilly is not contradicting me. It's true, but Rose needs a friend. I can feel that she is hiding something, Tilly says. I have a bad feeling, but this is the right thing to do. So I look at Rose and say, okay, let's try this, friendship. And before I end saying that, she hugs me tightly. You will not regret this, she says, and pulls me back in the middle of her bed and motions to make myself comfortable. But there is something that keeps killing my brain. She said that if she would have found out about me being Tristan's mate 3 months ago, most probably she would have acted differently. What the hell happened 3 months ago? So without another ado, I ask her directly, Rose, what happened 3 months ago that made you change your opinion about me? Her face is blank. I caught her off guard. Nothing, she whispers, but I am not letting her go so easily. So our friendship starts with a lie. And I get out of the bed and start to walk to the door. She is like a mute. I can feel her panic, so she is not going to be sincere. I touch the doorknob and I am sorry for making false expectations. Deep in my heart, I was hoping that this friendship would work. I need a friend too. So our friendship lasted 5 minutes. I was ready to leave the room when I heard Rose whispering. 3 months ago, I was rejected by my fated mate,